In this next exercise, I'll be showing you how to use a CAD drafting program, implementing it into the Homag drawing package. A lot of the time we have quite extensive drawings that need a lot of curve work, and Homag doesn't do it very well, but AutoCAD does. If you click on task 4, you'll have a drawing which will come up with the pocketing. We call this pocketing. It's routing where the hole doesn't go right through or the rectangle doesn't go right through. There's a lot of times we need that, especially in shop fitting, or where you want to put a post like a dowel, a big dowel, into a board but not all the way through, but you want to router it out. And here we've got our two rectangles in each corner that we do, and also a panel 580 by 380. So if we just put that to one side, you can open up that yourselves. And if I'll come out of here and just open up AutoCAD, we've got AutoCAD's blank drawing screen again. You need to open up, I'll just bring it back again, you'll need to open up all drawings in AutoCAD use this template. This template is the one I've just got open here on AutoCAD, this one here. The special part about AutoCAD and the way we use the drawing package here is that our layers, if I click on the layers tab here, have a relationship to the drawing package Homag has, the CNC drawing. We have here our pockets, which we're going to be drawing and making, will be 6mm deep. Our horizontal drill is 8mm, so that's going to be drilling in from the side. We're not going to use that one. Our proc part, which means our production part, is 16mm thick. We could change that to any size of board we're using. This one we're just going to use it with a 16mm whiteboard. We have vertical drilling, as before in the Homag program, slow, fast, and it's going to a depth of 12, again 12.5, 13.5. We have our vertical trimmer, and it's going in minus 0.2, and we're using the T128 cutter. And here we've got a V trimmer, so a vertical trim. It's going down to the first cut, 0.8. We're using cutter number 129. And here we can actually say what side of the line we want that cutter to be on the right hand side. These ones here are a 45 cutter which we've got into the router. But here I just want to show you some basic rules or tips of how to draw this panel. Now we've got a panel which is 580 long. We need to then go into our layers, and we want to find this cutter here, the vertical trim. And click on that. Now it's got a green layer, and we want to go to line. We're going to start center of that baseline. So we've got a point going there. Remember how we wanted to keep that line from staying straight? We press the F8 key. So half of 580 is 290, so we click on 290, enter. And then we'll come up the 380 that we wanted, 380, enter. Then across 580, enter. Down to 380, enter. And to the middle, and then right click, enter. We've just drawn a line. Now we've got a line which starts from there. The router is going to go. The way you draw in AutoCAD is the way the router is going to go. So if you started from this point and went that way, the router would go that way. So you're just going to make sure you're drawing anti-clockwise. So now we've set up a layer, which is here, which is the router cutter 129 on the right hand side of the board, and it's going in 0.8. We'll have to do a few more changes when it gets into the Homag program. But here we just got our basic board. We also need to give it the product part, because we need to say how deep it's going to be. So if we just draw around that product part, so click on product part, click on the corners, and you draw a line around there. To there, we don't have to go in the middle because it's just the part we're looking at. Remember when we had AutoCAD going, we could actually turn that off. So I'm going to put it onto that layer now, And then I'm going to come back into it and freeze the product part. So I go to freeze. So now we can see the routering. Now, just bring this back again. You can see here where a pocket's going to be a 90mm diameter pocket, 6mm deep in the centre. Just take that to one side again. Let's draw a line from the corner to the corner here. Right click enter. Go to the circle command. Now we're going to have to change the circle because we're still in the router cutter 129. Find the centre of that line, which is that triangle, and we want a 90mm diameter. We're going to type 45 for our radius, which gives us 90mm diameter. Click on that and then erase that line here. Right click. We want to change that line now to pocket. So we go up to here and click on pocket. The layer changes, press escape. The layer changes. Now it'll come in as a pocket. The other ones will bring that diagram back. You'll have one yourself. That pocket here is 25mm in, 70mm and 50mm in. So if we go offset, the offset command asks us to do 50 in, so 50 in. So we'll click on 50, and then it wanted us to come down 25, so repeat offset, 25, enter, come down like that. Now we know that's where the pocket corner is going to be. We zoom in, remember that with the rolling the wheels, zoom in, pan, zoom in. We're going to draw a line from that point there. I'm going to go clockwise now because we're on the inside of the line, so the router's going the other way. So we don't draw that way, we draw clockwise because we're routering inside the line. And we want to type in 20, enter, and come down here, and it was 70, enter, back into this line here, and then up, and C for close, enter. Delete these two lines here, this one, these are just our construction lines, so we don't need them. Right click enter. That's the first one of our pockets. We need 4 of those pockets. Now we need to change that line again, so we need to change these lines, but before we do, AutoCAD, when it copies over to Homag, these lines have got to be one piece. They can't be 2 separate pieces, same with the routering here. And if I click on that line, you can see only one line is highlighted. Press escape. I want you to type P-edit anywhere on the screen. Just type in P-E-D-I-T, enter. It says select the polyline that I want to convert to a polyline. So I click on the left click on it. Do I want to turn it into one? Yes, I do. I want to join it to the other 3. So click on that one because we're going clockwise, on that one, and on that one, then right click and then press escape. Now you'll see that that is one entity. If it's not done like that, the Homag program won't see, it'll just see 4 separate lines, not one line joined together. We need to do that with the outside line here. We'll do that afterwards. A circle is a polyline anyway. Now we need to click on that pocket, click on that pocket, click on the down arrow. We want to make that 6mm deep. Press escape. You can see now it's purple or cyan. Now we need to mirror that across to that side. So if we go copy, let's copy this one, right click, specify the center point, bring it down here, center point. Do we want to delete it? No. Oops, hang on, something didn't work there. Just do the mirror again. Mirror the object, specify the center point, come down here, click on that point. Do we want to erase it? No. And then we go enter. I'll just pan up there so you can see it to get rid of that one. Now let's go right click, repeat the mirror command, grab those 2 again, left click, right click, specify the centre of this line here, which is that triangle. Come across to the other side triangle, or right angle or triangle. Do I want to erase them? No, I don't. And press enter. And there you can see we've got all our pockets here. I'll just get rid of this one I've messed up. Right click, enter. Now, last thing we need to do is to make that a polyline. So if we go right click, repeat input, find the p-edit, click on the line we first drew, that one there, and we want to turn it into polyline, yes, so we right click. Then we want to join it to the others, but we want to go anti-clockwise this way because the router cut is on the outside of the line. So we go around here like so, and click on the last one, right click, and then press escape. And now we can see that line there is one solid line. One last thing we need to do, we'll just click on the proc part here. Just click on this layer, proc part layer. Layer cannot be made the current layer, so I'll probably need to click on that, escape. I'm trying to get the proc part layer up so I can freeze it. Oh, it's frozen, that's right, so we unfreeze it. Now it's there. Now I can do the same again with the p-edit, with the polyline, making it a polyline. There's a polyline under it. I need to freeze that layer underneath it, so I can freeze that one, and we're not picking up two lines. And we can go to the command line here. Do you want to turn into one? Yes. And then click on, it's not letting me do it, so I'll just right click, go p-edit, click on that line, turn it into a polygon, yes, join, and then I can go around and join these lines up together, like that. Then right click, escape, and now the proc part is one line. Then we can go back and unfreeze the other layer, our trimming layer, like that. So now the trimming layer is underneath that layer there, under the proc part. Double mouse wheel click your screen very quickly, just to make sure that you've got that's all you've drawn and there's nothing else which is going to come in on that drawing. So now we know it's all in there. So double mouse wheel click to get it all in one piece. I want you to go to File, Save As, and I want you to save this drawing as a DXF file. So we go down to the middle here, AutoCAD 2013 DXF. It is now going to save that as a DXF file, so we'll save that. The reason we save it as a DXF file is that all CNC machineries recognise DXF files. So if we save it as a DXF file, it will go across to the Homag machine, and we can manipulate that and it would still look like you see it here. So that's another course.